I hate myself. I really do. I shaved my mustache. I shaved my beard, which looks fine. I shaved my mustache. I really miss my mustache. Oh, it's not the end of the world, because I still have a movie to review. Don't open until Christmas. Oh my god. So, like Christmas Evil, I saw this film from Good Bad Flicks, which I don't know if I told you guys before, but this was on my radar for a while. Let me just say something. This film looked bad. It looked bad. But so far we've got some pretty good Christmas films this year. So I think it's only time that we get one that's just okay. I mean, it's not great. It's not bad. It's just okay. I think... So this movie is essentially about this woman's father is killed. I think it's 3 days before Christmas, or a few days before Christmas. And it turns out that these police investigators discover that this is a series of crimes. And the crimes that are being committed are all on Santa people. People that are dressed up as Santa Claus. These murders that are happening are people who only dress up as Santa Claus. And the police detectives got to find out what's going on. It's just a shame that this movie doesn't really explain that much. This movie's main flaw, right off the bat, I have to get this out of the way, is that it doesn't really explain that much. It doesn't really explain the killer's motive. I mean, it explains a little at the end, but even then it's not, like, clear. It's like you have to go digging to figure out what the killer's motive is. But, you know, okay. Not all motives need to be explained. Like in Black Christmas and Halloween. Those are really good films that the killer's motive is totally left up to interpretation. But those films were good. This film's okay. Why is it okay? Well, it's a slasher. A bare bones slasher. Let me just say that much. The acting is probably the worst part of this film. The acting is not good. It's not good. And neither is the kills. The kills are cool, but they use a lot of fake blood. And it's not good fake blood. It's paint. It's literally red paint. Yeah. It's one of those. As I like to call them, the ketchup bottle slashers. What's that, you may ask? Well, if you've seen a movie called Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, better watch out. You'll know what I'm talking about. A lot of slashers back in the day, when they couldn't afford good, like kills or good practical effects, they'll use ketchup bottles or cheap blood effect to kill people. That's where I'd list this movie with its kills. There's one good kill, I will be honest. It's with an eye and... Actually, what am I talking about? There's like 3 good kills, but the rest are just cheap stabs and... Also, when I say this film is a generic slasher, I mean it's very generic. There is nudity everywhere, and it's for no rhyme or reason. It's just to show nudity. I'm dead serious. And because of the acting being so bad, it kind of makes it hard to, care for a character or root for them. I mean, there was no character here that I wanted to see killed. I think all the characters were okay. I just think the acting is the worst part of this film. Which sucks. But one thing I gotta give this movie praise for, I was actually really interested and engaged in the story, and I think that's this movie's big plus. Even though it ends kind of poorly and not really explaining that much, it still kept me on edge and wanting more and wondering, okay, what's gonna happen? We got a good mystery going on. Why is this guy killing Santas? Who's this guy killing Santas? What's going on? And I don't know what it is, but this movie just gave me this Christmas vibe, this really good Christmas vibe. explain it. But either way, it was really well done, and I thought that was the movie's best parts of it. Those were the best parts of the movie. The story, two likable characters that were fine. Their acting is okay, nothing to write home about. And wait, okay. So I said interesting story, characters the two characters I did like, and the Christmas feeling. That's what it was. The Christmas feeling that this movie. Yeah, I know it doesn't sound like I'm liking this movie as much as it is, but this movie is cheesy. It's dumb. It's gratuitous. It's a slasher film, but that's kind of the fun in it. I like slasher films like this. And something I have to mention, this movie had a real troubled past. Apparently the actors who worked on this all died right after the film, and not all of them, but like some of them. Some of the actors' wives, I think it was the producer's wife or something. I think the money that they had for the movie kept running out, or that might have been Christmas Evil, I don't know, either one. But there were a lot of production issues with this film, and it kind of shows in the finished product. Apparently this movie also flopped, so not that many people have seen it, because this movie was distributed by different companies, especially on VHS when it just came out. So yeah, that's why we haven't gotten like a Scream Factory release or something. So if you want a Blu-ray, you'll have to go and find a Blu-ray in Spain. So good luck with that. I saw this movie on iTunes. But the film, it's not bad. It's just not great. Would I watch it again? Probably not. But I'm going to recommend it because there are people who like this film. Good Bad Flicks really enjoys it as a sleazy, low-budget, fun slasher film. And he watches it every Christmas. So, don't take my word for it. Personally, for me, I'd say the film as a whole is like a D+, but my rating for this film is like a C+, because I did enjoy it. Even though like there are problems with this film, I still enjoyed it. I was still invested in the story and engaged with what things were happening. I think my biggest complaint is just the acting. The acting was not really well done, and some of the kills could have looked better with their fake blood. But it's okay. It's okay. We all make mistakes when we make movies, and that's why filmmaking is called art. If you have different tastes in art, then that's fine. So it's time to review some Christmas horror films that don't have anything to do with Santa. So let's review P2. I've never seen it.